Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Coco.
Hi, I'm Alice.
I'm Susan.
I'm Sasha.
Nowadays, many of us might use AI in our daily lives, whether it's for language translations, summarizing the articles, analyzing data, or even uploading a photo to turn it into a GB star image. It's becoming more and more common. But here's a question. Have you ever used AI to predict your future or your relationship? What? Who will do that? Well, someone actually did. She sent a picture of coffee grounds to ChatGPT, and the ChatGPT told her that her husband was having an affair. And believe it or not, she ended up filing for divorce. No way! Who would actually believe that? Today, we are diving into this shocking news, and along the way, we will explore AI, the coffee fortune telling, and our growing dependence on technology. Let's get started! In Greece, a woman used ChatGPT to read the coffee grounds left in her husband's cup. This is a traditional way to predict the future in her culture, known as coffee ground fortune telling. However, ChatGPT predicted that her husband was cheating with a woman whose name began with E, and this woman was trying to destroy their 12-year marriage. Her husband laughed off ChatGPT's predictions as nonsense, but she took it seriously. She asked him to leave, told their children they were divorcing, and 3 days later he was served with divorce papers. Now, her husband is fighting back. His lawyer argues that a chatbot's prediction isn't legal evidence, and he's innocent until proven otherwise. Sounds insane, right? But believe it or not, coffee fortune telling is a real tradition in many cultures. Let's hear more from our lovely Alice.
Hi, I'm Alice. Next, I'm talking about what is coffee ground fortune telling. Coffee ground fortune telling is called testography. It is common in Turkey, Greece, Armenia, the Middle East, and the Balkans. After drinking strong coffee, the person places the cup upside down on a saucer and lets the remaining grounds settle. The coffee grounds make shapes. A fortune teller reads these shapes to tell about love or future. For example, a bird could mean good news is coming. A heart might mean love. A tree can symbolize growth, and a fish might mean luck or success. For many, it is fun and a tradition. It is more about comfort and meaning than real prediction. But what if we let AI do this job? Can AI really tell the future? ChatGPT is not a real fortune teller. It is a computer program that guesses words based on data. It doesn't know the future or have feelings. Why did it say the husband was cheating? Maybe because the question was unclear, and it guessed and answered like a human might. If you ask ChatGPT to tell your fortune, it will only give random or playful answers. So you shouldn't take it too seriously or fully believe it. AI only shows what we ask it to show.
Strongly agree. AI only shows responses based on the question we ask. Like one time I asked, will I become a millionaire? And it said, only if you stop spending money on bubble tea. Or I uploaded my selfie and it turns me into a potato with glasses. So yeah, not always reliable. But just aside, AI is changing how we live and make decisions, and sometimes people take it way too seriously. Thanks, Alice, for the great explanation. Now, let's hear from Susan about why people rely on AI so much.
Hello everyone, I'm Susan. The issue about AI is not only happening in Greece, it's also happening in many other countries. So next, we are going to talk about the reasons why people over relying on AI. First, AI can help us save time. As a student, we always use ChatGPT to help with our schoolwork. Second, AI can help us to do chores. For example, many people use robot vacuums every day and stop cleaning by themselves. The danger is if the robot misses a spot or gets stuck, they might ignore it and not cleaning properly. Nowadays, people also use AI washing machines to choose settings based on the clothes. The danger is people may stop checking and just trust the machine, which can cause problems like color bleeding or damage. The last one is that AI gives people a sense of emotional safety. It's not always easy to tell your secrets to family, friends, or even your lover. So when people feel troubled, they may choose to talk to AI instead because it feels private, safe, and non-judgmental. Over time, some experts worry that most people will continue to give up agency, creativity, decision-making, and other vital skills. But who should we blame on?
Wow, that really makes me think. I use AI a lot for homework or just to ask what's my cat's thinking. It's so handy that we sometimes forget it's not perfect, but trusting it too much can be risky, like Susan said. Now, let's hear from Sasha to find out who's really to blame.
Hello everyone, I'm Sasha. Next, we are going to talk about who's to blame. Who's really responsible for what happened here? Is this ChatGPT's fault, or was it a case of someone putting too much trust in AI? Well, the answer isn't black and white. ChatGPT is a tool, kind of like a calculator or a knife. It cannot think or feel, and it definitely can predict the future. It just gives answers based on data. The real issue is how we choose to use AI. In this case, the woman made a personal decision. She trusts AI over her husband and her own judgment. That was her choice, not the AI's. But there's more to consider. AI is often marketed as smart and reliable. At the same time, many people don't fully understand how AI works. And today, we often look for quick and easy answers, even for complicated emotional issues. AI can help, but when it comes to making decisions, that's still up to us. This story reminds us AI reflects our fears, hopes, and questions, but it can replace our judgments. As individuals, we need to keep thinking and take responsibility for our own choice. As a society, we need a better education to know about how AI really works. And here's a question for you. What would you do if AI told you your partner was unfaithful? Would you ignore it, investigate it, or believe it right away? Your answer says a lot about how you see the role of AI with human trust. So remember, your future isn't written in coffee grounds or AI code. It's shaped by your choice, your relationships, and your own wisdom. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments. This video used news from Economic Times and Bhaskar English. Thanks to them for the information. For more, please check the links in the description below. And thanks to these media outlets for the valuable information.